I'd sing on the road again, but right now, we're on a boat. And we're not on a boat again. That'll come later. So, we're on our way now to Kilika Port, which means I am getting close to where I need to on this file to something else. I'll explain more of that later. But, let's go and interrupt a guy's time while he's looking out of his binoculars, because we're a dick. Wow. Wow, he doesn't seem to care that we stole his binoculars. That guy has patience. I see belts. Hello. And there's Yuna and her guard. This isn't creepy in the slightest. So we steal them, we harass a guy, and then we drop his binoculars. God, we're a dick. But while on the boat, there are a few things that we can actually end up doing. So why don't we go below deck? But first, I want to see what this man has to say, you know, despite everything I did. He wants to still let me use the binoculars. That man is a paragon of tolerance. I swear. But go below deck, and after a loading screen...
Ooh, them's fascinating clothes you're wearing. Yeah, filthy, filthy. These won't sell. Or me name's not Owaka.
Hi, my name's Titus. I'm the person judging you on your looks. Oh wait, no I'm not.
Don't look like you got much money either. I've no business with you. Out of me way.
Who do you think you are?
Owaka the 23rd, merchant extraordinaire.
Owaka the who?
Don't know me? Well, not many do. Not yet. But someday, the name Owaka will be spoken all over Spira. Say, lad, you wouldn't have a bit of gill to lend?
Now, this is an optional thing you can do throughout the game 3 times. You can lend Owaka some gil. I'm going to be lending him enough to where we get over 10,000 because that will actually affect his prices later on.
Fine seed money for the Owaka merchant empire.
Believe me, Owaka is going to be a staple later on, but what we need to do is go down to the power room right here, and we get to see our first interaction with chocobos!
What the heck is that?
What the heck is what?
What is this place?
The power room, like it says on the door?
Yeah, but why the big birds?
What's so strange about chocobo power?
Chocobos? Those are chocobos?
What? You've never seen a chocobo? What kind of backwater island did you come from, anyway?
What is with everyone and judging me on this gosh darn boat?
Miracles and oddities were starting to become daily routine on this trip.
Oh, believe me, they will. But if you go into the lower corner, there is an Albed Primer right here. Albed Primer number 3. So now we have our 3rd volume. Now this one is admissible, but it is something that will get locked out for you for a time being. So grab it right now so then you don't have to go and grab it later. But here's Loser and Gata.
I'm not at liberty to talk about our plan.
Restricted area. Our operation depends on this cargo. Why don't you go topside? The fresh sea breeze might help restore your memory.
Well, I gotta. You're kind of a dick. There's a save sphere here if you so need it. I recommend doing that to recharge if you haven't healed up a bit. But there is a chest right here, so open it up from inside, and you get a remedy. And we have some of the Aurochs down here. So what's going on back over here? So Keepa's keeping his distance away. That was terrible. Because Boda gets seasick. This is just small little interactions you can do, but there is something important that will be happening on this boat. So I recommend you have equipment, items, and have everything set up for something that's coming up. Use the save sphere to recharge everything you need, but why don't we go and talk with Yuna or possibly Waka? Because Yuna seems busy.
Come to think of it, I haven't told you where we're going. First to Kilika Island. Then we change boats and head for Luca. For that though, Yuna's gotta pray at the temple. I'll be guarding. We'll be praying for the Aurochs' victory too, so you come along, yeah?
Great plan.
Hey, it is a great plan.
Don't look at me.
Yeesh! What's with everyone and being aboard the SS Judgmental?
Word is that summoner's got noble blood. I heard she's Lord Braska's daughter. You don't say.
Lord Braska's daughter?
So, Waka, know anything about this?
So, is Yuna's father famous or something?
She's the daughter of High Summoner Braska. You saw his statue at the temple. Lord Braska defeated Sin 10 years ago. Yuna's the heir to a great legacy.
It's tough when your father's famous.
Huh?
Waka's a bit lacking in the imagination department.
Huh?
Thanks, Lulu. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, Waka, you can't relate to being related to someone famous. It can be a pain. I'm personally not related to anyone famous, but I could imagine.
The wind. It's nice.
Well, this is awkward. And they know it is.
You're a blitzball player, aren't you? From Xanarkin, right?
You hear that from Waka?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Waka. Waka doesn't believe me at all.
But I believe you.
Huh?
I've heard in Xanarkin there is a great stadium, all lit up, even at night.
Huh?
Great blitzball tournaments are held there, and the stands are always full.
How do you know that?
A man named Jack told me. He was my father's guardian.
Well then. Jekt, huh?
My father. His name is Jekt.
Ooh, what a wonderful coincidence.
Amazing!
I love how that rope's just, clipping into him.
You know, our meeting like this must be the blessing of Yevon.
Sounds like him, but it can't be him.
Why not?
My old man, he died. 10 years ago, off the coast of Xanarkin.
I'm sorry.
He went out to sea for training one day, and never came back. And no one's seen him since then.
Why, that's the day that Jekt came to Spira.
But,
It's true, I first met Jekt 10 years and 3 months ago. I remember that was the day my father left. The date fits, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah, but how would he get here?
You're here? Are you not?
Well, you know, she's kind of hitting nails on the head here. And again with the transition to CG without a loading screen. I'm gonna keep on mentioning this because it happens a lot. We're gonna be making such waves. Go, Catman, go! Three times already. This thing has a grudge against me.
What do you think you're doing? Stick a harpoon in him and we'll all get dragged under.
Sin is going for Kilika. We gotta distract him. Our families are in Kilika. Forgive us, Lady Summoner.
Wait! Oh boy!
Well, if you ask me, Ahab, I think you're gonna need a bigger harpoon. Huh, that actually worked. And we're not instantly getting dragged down to the seafloor. This is impressive. Especially the fact that a harpoon was able to penetrate this giant evil whale. It's going to be made apparent later that that seems very odd. It seems the Aurochs are just flying everywhere. Ah, great, not these things again. So, battle time. Looks like we got to battle Sin's fin. Yeah, that seems very demeaning, really. And we've got these guys, Bass, these Sin Scales. So Sin's fin has 2,000 HP, and it's from a far distance. You have to worry about Sin Scales right here. They will infinitely spawn. Once you kill all 3 of them, 3 more will take their place. Thing is, Sin's fin is the main target here. Only characters with abilities to hit objects from afar will be able to hit Sin's fin. So, for example, Titus there can't attack Sin's fin because it's too far away. However, we can have Waka, Lulu, and Kamari attack Sin's fin, which is a lot easier. In the case of Kamari, he can use Lancet. In the case of Lulu, she can use her black magic. So, what we're going to do is we're just going to cast some fire on the giant whale. That did a little bit more damage. Aeons can also reach it. By that, I mean our magic attacks can reach Sin's fin, but that's about it. So pretty much what you can do, and what I usually do, is I just end up getting rid of the Sin Scales, but it's at this point I decide, you know what? Let's just bring out Velfor. She can take care of this really easily. Also because she has a full overdrive gauge, which has more than enough damage to fully kill Sin's fin, especially since we have both overdrives. Now, one thing I did notice, though, is that whenever I summon Velfor, there is a little bit of frame dropping that ends up happening. And it's only with her. I don't know why. But we have Energy Blast and Energy Ray. Energy Ray is the normal one, so we're going to go with Energy Blast and do it on the fin. So, what is this special new overdrive that we ended up getting on Besaid? It's something pretty cool. It's basically a magic Gatling gun. And there we go. And overkill on the fin as well. Not bad. Everyone's gotten their shot, and we've managed to beat Sin's fin. But we're not done yet. That harpoon held on for a long time. I am impressed. But seems someone is missing. Yep, Titus got swept overboard by the giant tail swipe. Huh, tail whip actually did something for once besides lower my defense. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. That boy's dead. Unless I sense the use of a Phoenix down. And an actual cutscene. Like, this is the only time this will ever happen in a cutscene. And the Phoenix down was used. And it worked! Thanks, Waka. But we're not done yet, folks. Because we've got a sin spawn here. What exactly is a sin spawn? Sin spawns are fiends that pretty much fall from Sin himself. So when we damaged that fin, we inadvertently created this sin spawn, known as sin spawn Achilles. Now, sin spawn Achilles is susceptible to dark, so simply use dark attack to blind it, and most of its attacks won't hit. It has drain touch, which will restore some of its HP because it's basically got drain. You have sin scales on the left and right side that will do damage over time. They're not too much of a danger, but they will respawn over time if you kill both of them, and they will leave for a while after they attack. So as you can see, 2 of them are already back, and that's pretty much it. Sin spawn Achilles doesn't do too much damage. He is a little bit tougher than the scale, I believe, than the fin, I believe, and its main attack is Blender, which I believe is unavoidable because of the fact that, you know, even though he's susceptible to dark. So right now, looks like dark has worn off, so why don't we do dark attack again? And it's at this point I realize Waka didn't gain magic back. He should have more magic than 10. I don't know what was going on with that, because I did touch the save sphere to make sure that Waka had MP. So, let's keep attacking. We're running kind of low on health, so why don't we heal Titus up? This is one of the first times I'm actually using a potion in this one. This is a battle that you can lose if you're not careful, unlike all those tutorial battles we had, which pretty much guarantees you victory. So, let's keep attacking. And hopefully we'll take this thing out. We'll take out the giant squid in no time. Ah, great Blender. This is gonna hurt. Okay, Titus is barely alive right now. So, even though I shouldn't be using it, I'm gonna use a high potion. I'm a little bit under-leveled for this, I will admit. Normally I over-level, but I have another file that's dedicated to leveling up once we get to that point. But for right now, we just need to meet this sin spawn. So I believe 2 more hits, 2, 3 more hits ought to do it. It would have been 4. All right, so let's see. And this is the last hit. Okay, so I was right, 2 more hits. And that takes care of sin spawn Achilles. As it explodes, why does it go boom? Why does it explode underwater? I didn't use explosives, I just slashed it. And we gained quite a few little sphere levels because that combines everything. And since we got an overkill on the fin, we got extra mana spheres and extra equipment. But that equipment is going to be in vain. Apparently Sin can generate tornadoes by simply appearing. Notice how they didn't animate any of the bodies in there. It's just debris we see. And this is all that remains of Kilika. Damn you, Moby Dick!
When Sin attacked Xanarkand that day, I woke up in Spira. I kept hoping it would work in reverse, too.
I will defeat Sin. I must defeat Sin.
Kinda janky mouth movements there.
I was just fooling myself. Maybe it was that day, on the sea, under the burning sun. I started to give up hope. I was in a foreign world. I wasn't going home. This was my new reality, and I was stuck in it for good.
Well, this is a sad moment, to say the least. So, we've arrived at what's left of Kilika Port. There's not much, unfortunately.
Greetings. I am the summoner Yuna. I have come from the temple in Besaid.
Oh, Milady Summoner!
If there is no other summoner here, please allow me to perform the sending.
Thanks, BT.
Our loved ones. We feared they would become fiends.
Fiends?
Please, take me to them.
Oh, I sense plot exposition coming. That's a pretty big thing that they need to explain. But maybe there's something we can do around town.
We'll go see what we can do to help in town.
Alright, that sounds like a good idea. So there's a save sphere right there if you so need it. What about you? Oh, without the pub? Oh, that's fast. They're already working on it. So why don't we take care of some sphere stuff? I'm kind of under-leveled for where I should be right now. And I apologize for that. So why don't we just put on some sphere stuff right now? So get Waka some more MP after that last battle. We kind of ran out of some, so 20 MP is good. We can get Yuna to learn what are known as the null abilities, which are Null Blaze, Null Shock, Null Frost, and I believe Null Water. Pretty much they make it that you are unable to be hit by an elemental spell in the slightest for that turn if it is cast on your character, which it casts on all 3 characters. Okay, I just wanted to see maybe there'd be a donation or something to help rebuild Kilika, because there's not much left. Alright, so what's going on over here? Seems important. Nice and CG coming.
What's ascending? Are we going somewhere?
You truly are clueless. Are you sure it's just your memory that's the problem?
Gosh darn it. Everyone's insulting.
The dead need guidance. Filled with grief over their own death, they refuse to face their fate. They yearn to live on, and resent those still alive. You see, they envy the living. And in time, that envy turns to anger, even hate. Should these souls remain in Spira, they become fiends that prey on the living.
Well then, fiends are people.
Sad, isn't it? The sending takes them to the far plane, where they may rest in peace.
Summoners do this?
So, fiends are people. Huh. Kind of puts into perspective the millions of fiends I will be killing inside of this project alone. Kind of heavy weight on your conscience. And yet again, no transition with the CG from the actual game. Not to sort of diminish that scene, but one impressive thing is that that's all the people that Sin killed in this attack. I would have thought there would have been more. Not to diminish the scene or anything, just an observation. Probably an inappropriate one.
It must be tough, being a summoner.
Yuna chose her own path. She knew from the beginning what it meant. All we can do is protect her along the way, until the end.
Until the end? What's the end?
Sin's toxins? I mean, I was next to him again.
Until she defeats Sin.
Oh.
I hope I did okay.
You did very well. They've reached the far plane by now, but no tears next time,
I wished there would never be a next time. No more people being killed by Sin. No more sendings for Yuna. Everyone stood there watching her. It was strange, and somehow horrifying. I never wanted to see it again.